Hey, what's good, fam? It's Kyle Henderson of BamaInsider.com. We lead off today's practice on Thursday, August 12th, with some footage of the Alabama running backs. There's Brian Robinson coming back for his extra senior season. Can't wait to see what he can do with his opportunities going into this season. Of course, you got Roydell Williams. And before we get going and provide more coverage, definitely hit the thumbs up, leave a comment, leave a super thanks, become a member of our YouTube channel. We appreciate you more than you know. People ask me, what's a super thanks? It's right at the bottom of the screen. It has a little heart with the $sign in it. It's basically a tip to the staff for the work that we put in. Remember, free to watch, not free to produce. We appreciate you, fam. This is freshman running back right here, Kamar Wheaton. Man, I'm really excited about Kamar Wheaton. The footage that we've seen so far, lightning quick, very fast. So he's going to add value to that running back room. You got Brian Robinson, Jace McClellan, Roydell Williams, Trey Sanders, of course, coming back. I mean, look at all those running backs. Can you imagine Robert Gillespie working with these guys? I mentioned that the other day. You lose Najee Harris, but you reload with a ton of talent. And I think this year, and I want to get your opinion as well, do you think it's going to be a running back by committee, or do you think that Brian Robinson is going to be the lead back? We got number 15 right here, moving to the defense. You got Dallas Turner. Look, he's a big boy, moving very well. He said that he was 250 pounds at the outside linebacker position. I'm really excited about that freshman class coming in. Of course, they were the number one rated class on all networks. You got William Anderson, a.k.a. the Terminator. We had a first look at him put together by Trey Yannity. Definitely check that out on our YouTube channel. Without a doubt, the most feared edge rusher in all of college football coming back. Can't believe it's only his second year. Good shot right here of King Makuta. I personally believe that King Makuta is going to find his way onto the field for Alabama. I know that you have William Anderson. I know you have Drew Sanders. I know you have Chris Allen. But I think in terms of depth, I mean, you want depth everywhere on your team. You know, it's not only about the starters. You got to make sure it's a gauntlet of a season, right? So having King back, having Chris Allen, William Anderson, Drew Sanders, Dallas Turner. Look, the more guys that can contribute at the highest level, the better. I think it makes for overall more dynamic team when you have options. When someone needs a blow, when someone needs to step out, that's what you want on your team. You want a lot of guys that are very talented, also pushing each other, right? William Anderson, Chris Allen, those guys have to be pushed by the talent behind them. That's talent rises the entire room. So, when you look to the starters, look to the guys behind them as well, because those are the guys that are pushing them to be the best on Saturdays. There's Pete Golding, Alabama's defense coordinator, to the left, and downfield we got Kool-Aid, JaQuincy McKinstry working with Nick Saban. Someone had said today on the Bama Insider message board, who do you think is going to start? Jalen Armour Davis? Do you think it's going to be Kyrie Jackson or Kool-Aid McKinstry? And I'm like, look, I think this is a great problem to have. And this is, of course, opposite of Josh Jobe. But, I mean, the DBs are going to be just fine. I think the addition of Kool-Aid and Kyrie are going to make that room that much better. We're looking at the inside linebackers right now. Number 8, as you know, that's Christian Harris. And number 10, that is Henry Toto, a guy who Nick Saban said he's providing leadership to that room. Pete Golding said the same thing. You want leaders to come in. And I guarantee you it's tough for these guys to come in that are transfers and show that they can contribute at this level that Alabama plays at, right? These guys have to be, when you come in, nothing is given to you. And Henry knows that coming from Tennessee, so he has to work extra hard to showcase his abilities. Alabama wide receivers, as soon as we get more footage of the wide receivers, we'll bring that to you on BamaInsider.com. We haven't had a lot of footage of the receivers, unfortunately. There you see Jamison Williams, and he's another transfer in from Ohio State, working downfield with Holman Wiggins. Looks like Holman Wiggins had some sort of a brace or something like that on his right arm. Do you see that? I've seen that a couple days in spring ball. There's Jamison, a nice little cut, catches the football, turns it. Now we're looking at the Alabama defensive line. This is actually our first look at Big Tim Keenan. You see him, number 96, to the far right of your screen. That is a big boy out of Birmingham. And Coach Freddie Roach, who coaches the defensive line, he's got to be ecstatic about his entire room. I love the energy when you see Coach Roach coaching up that room. Who's right there with the bucket hat? I like that bucket hat to the left. But Coach Roach always coaching up these guys. Tim Smith is another name you should certainly know about, along with Fedarian Mathis. More shots of the wide receivers. That's John Mechie getting in some work. He's been running some fantastic routes, fam. Moving back to the inside linebackers, that is Jalen Moody. In our insider report, Shane Lee was not at practice today. I don't think it's anything serious. I think he was dealing with some sort of sports hernia or something like that. I think that's what Coach Saban said. So we'll continue to follow up on Shane Lee. Looking downfield again at the corners, that is JaQuincy McKinstry, a.k.a. Kool-Aid #1, getting some work in on this beautiful Thursday, August 12th. It is hot and humid in Tuscaloosa. You know, these guys putting in some work this afternoon. Jordan Battle to your right, #9, a guy that comes back with a ton of experience. And again, Kool-Aid there to your left, working with Charles Kelly. I saw him to the right. So it looks like the secondary, trying to find that cohesiveness. Who's it going to be to step on the field? Like I said earlier when I was talking about the outside linebackers, the more high-quality players, the better. Right here, the inside linebackers, Henry Toto along with Christian Harris. I think that's going to be one of the best tandems in all of college football. We have some additional footage. We're going to let the B-roll just run. That's Paul Tyson, Bryce Young, Jalen Milroe getting some reps in today. But you guys hit the thumbs up, like, subscribe. We appreciate you, fan, more than you know. Enjoy the rest. Yeah.